Hey everyone, this is Uma coming to you today, Thursday, January 4th, with your daily twin flame reading. As you guys know who've been following me, I do 5 columns, one for the divine masculine, one for divine feminine, one for twin flames in union, twin flames separated but communicating, and twin flames separated and not communicating. So let's get these cards ready. All right, here we go. So time stamping, my lovely people who are great at doing that. We're time stamping at 40 seconds for the divine masculine. So what is the divine masculine feeling or thinking today towards his divine feminine? We have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So let's get some clarifiers. Ten of air. Balance. The star. So yesterday we had communication. I'm trying to remember. I do so many readings. We had communication. We had children being an issue between twin flames yesterday. We had, he was in a great place. So what we're seeing here is a pulling back. I don't necessarily know. I think, okay, because I'm reading for the general collective, this is applying to a lot of divine masculines. So for some divine masculines, I feel it as definitely, yes, time of separation, pulling away from divine feminine, and being in their own space, right? But then for other divine masculines, I feel it's more, they will still be in communication, but emotionally they're going to pull away. Something happened recently, maybe yesterday, where you divine feminines have given them a lot to think about. And what we've noticed with divine masculines is they're not as quick with it as the divine feminines are. So when change comes or emotions are strong, they tend to shut down or get scared, or especially the divine masculines that are not awakened yet or evolved, right? So that's what the separation is feeling like for me. You might not feel them, you might not feel connected to them today because of that. Now, Ten of Air talks about the end of a difficult situation, embracing change and expecting things to get better now. So like I said, for some divine masculines, this is a complete separation from the divine feminine, and this is why they're gone. You know, they're done, they've moved on, they're walking away. But for other divine masculines, it's hard conversations. I think one of the twin flame unions yesterday, I think it was twin flames separated and communicating. They pulled the card of having, like, getting to know each other, having meaningful conversations. So it could be something like that, where it was hard and difficult conversations, but it needed to happen. And it's in an icky place right now for the divine masculine, but it's also getting them closer to their goal of union, because it's one of those things you have to talk about and work through. What we see is they're not balanced right now. This calls for the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. So there seems to be some sort of no compromise or cooperation from the divine masculine right now. They're choosing not to. They're choosing not to. And they're choosing to pull away and just be in their own space. Now, the good card for the divine feminines is the star. You know, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans, on the right path. This is a good card because for the divine masculines that are pulling away to think, it means that they're coming back out on the other end for you, right? This is you. This is you to them. And it's almost like I feel for some of you, you've been having some deep conversations with them and they don't like the conversations, but they know that you're right. And they know that you are their star. And this is where they want to be. So it's for those masculines that are fighting themselves and coming back to you, I guess, is what I'm feeling. I feel that they're hearing everything that you're saying, and they're taking time to process within themselves, work through their things. So that's why there's a separation, okay? So the Divine Masculine, we have, it's actually really good cards for the person. It may not be so good for the Divine Feminine because you're like, well, what about me? But it's actually a good card for the Divine Masculine because what it shows is he's working through his stuff, right? He's working through his stuff and he's taking the time apart to do so. Okay, so that's the Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine, how are you today? Releasing your ex. Wow, this story is getting interesting. All right, the time has come to clear your energy. Let's pull the clarifiers. Ace of Fire, 5 of Water, and King of Earth. So, yes, I am really feeling like a lot of you have had some serious conversations yesterday. Serious conversations that has led to separation. He's separated from you. You're moving on. Wow. I'm in shock. Okay. But. You're focused on your career right now. You are focused on moving ahead financially, life purpose-wise, career-wise. That's what you're focused on today. And it's not that you're not hurting. You are hurting because 5 of Water talks about things not turning out the way you'd planned. So it could have been time for union and your Divine Masculine did not step up. And you were waiting and waiting and waiting for him to step up and he just didn't. He wasn't making you a priority. He wasn't allowing you to be number one in his life. He was putting other people or other things before you and you just reached your limit. You reached your limit and you decided to walk away. Okay? But the universe is blessing you today, Divine Feminines. King of Earth, a successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you're offered the Midas touch. Now, King of Earth and Ace of Fire are talking about your career. They're talking about life. They're talking about your career, your life purpose, your spirituality, like just talking about your finances, everything to do with the earth realm. So even though emotionally you're not in a good place, that's okay. Because Spirit is always looking out for you. So if you can today, oh, I forgot to timestamp Divine Feminine. Did anybody get that? Maybe 7:45? 7:45, or let's just say 7 minutes. Let's just say 7 minutes, Divine Feminine. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm caught up in the storyline that's going on here. Great story. Even though you're emotionally not in a good place, or I can't even say that because I don't feel that from the Divine Feminine. I feel you're just in this place of, yeah, it is what it is. You know, you're not happy, you're not sad, you're just kind of numb to it all. You're just kind of like processing. As much as he's processing, you're processing as well. But the good thing is you are moving, right? Because Divine Masculine pulled a balance and the star, that's major arcana, so spiritual life issues. 10 of air, that's the mindset. But so they're going through their processing in a spiritual and mental way, but you're multitasking, you're processing, and you're still moving forward. So that's what a Divine Feminine is. Okay, so that's the energies. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Let's go ahead and timestamp for couples separated and not communicating, 9 minutes. Couples that are separated and not communicating, today, passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Let me pull the clarifiers before I go ahead and put myself in a bind. Okay, 4 of Fire, that's what I thought. 2 of Earth, and Queen of Fire. I kind of expected this energy to not affect the twin flames that are separated and not communicating, because you're not communicating. So it's kind of like, yeah, we're in separation, and right? And the feminine energy, release your ex. You're like, yeah, been there, done that, and so you guys so far are looking great. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Today you feel great. Okay, you've been in separation, you haven't heard from them, but you feel good all around. Life is working for you. Life is working for you for fire, contentment, peace, and abundance, happy home life, successful completions of projects. So life is working out for you. You have a lot of things coming your way. And then 2 of earth, you feel playful today, right? There's a lot going on, but you're taking it in stride. You have a really good positive outlook. Both of you do. And Queen of Fire, you guys are feeling confident. So even though you're not together, you're not communicating, individually, you're both doing well. And that's good because you want to be in high vibration so that you can come back to each other and you can find each other, right? Is by being in high vibration. So for twin flames that are separated and not communicating, the energy of the divine feminine, divine masculine, that's pretty much been the energy. So you guys are in a good place. All right. Time stamping for twin flames that are separated and communicating, 11 minutes. So this is your daily reading of the relationship for the twin flames separated and communicating. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay. 2 of air. Here we go. Queen of earth. And Knight of earth. Oh, wow. So we have King and Knight of earth. Interesting. So what's going on here is the energies we talked about with divine masculine and feminine. Divine feminine, release your ex. Divine masculine, separation. There was a lot of hard communication yesterday. I mean, we saw it in yesterday's reading. The communication came, and it was hard communications. I feel like the divine feminine was stepping up and saying what she needed and required, and the divine masculine was pretty much saying, I can't give that to you, and she was being steadfast and firm. Well, at this point, you need to. Like, I'm not doing this anymore, and, you know, that's just where I feel the energy was going. That's why he's pulled away, and she's, like, letting go. Okay? So now they're both in their corners, pouting almost. Let your friends help you. Talk to people. This is the advice for the twin flames that are separated and communicating. Talk to people. Not each other right now, because, you know, you can't right now because 2 of air. You're not seeing eye to eye. It's a stalemate. You've locked horns. There's nowhere to go. You've locked the horns. So what you need to do is talk to other people about this situation. Is she right? Is he right? What should I do? You know, and if you're not a person to share your personal business out there, that's fine. Talk to the angels. Talk to God. Ask for help, divine help, to help you through this. If you do communicate today, be kind, be warm to each other. Okay? Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. I feel like yesterday the gauntlet was thrown down. I feel like yesterday lines in the sand were drawn, boundaries were thrown up, and today there's no need for that. Like that fighting energy, that taking a stance energy was yesterday. I feel today if you talk to each other, you know, there's a possibility, even in separation, there's a possibility. But if you talk to each other, be kind to each other, I think everything has been said that needed to be said yesterday. And when you do communicate today, just find a common ground that you can both relate to each other on. Okay? The Knight of Earth is a really good card. It says, time to buckle down, get things done, honor your commitments. The Knight of Earth is a very loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind person. So what I still feel positive for you guys. I feel that whatever happened, it's not that bad as you guys are thinking it is. And I feel that there's a lot of loyalty here. And that's important because loyalty is what gets couples through the hard times. You know, if you have a relationship based off of superficial things, then you wouldn't be pulling this card. You know, with the release your ex and separation, you'd be gone. It'd be done. But there's still people holding on. It's almost like both twin flames, they're realizing, okay, we're in a difficult position. This is where I am. This is where they are. But I'm not quite ready to let go just yet. So how can we make this better? What can we do? Where can we go from here? That seems to be the energy. between the twin flames that are separated and communicating today. Okay, 15 minutes in, we're now doing the last couples, the couples that are in union. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So let's see. Clarifiers for that. Twin flames in union. 6 of fire. Wonderful. 6 of air. And the hermit. Okay. So the good thing is that even though there is separation on the divine masculine part, he's pulling away, and the divine feminine is feeling to let go, you guys that are in union, you can turn this around because you're in union. You're married, you're living together, you know, so what really could be a separation? Going to separate rooms, right? So what we find today for the twin flames in union is you've had that energy come in, just like all the other twin flames did, but you guys are choosing to be playful, to spend some quiet time alone, you know, to really think and reflect on what's happening. And you're choosing to move on together. I mean, 2 6s, are you kidding me? That's foundations right there. That's foundations, that's nurturing. So 6 of air, taking a trip, moving on from a situation. 6 of fire, victory card, you know, recognition. So what we find the twin flames in union doing is this energy, you see how this energy came in for everyone and how everyone dealt with it differently? Right? We had the twin flames separated and not communicating, doing well on their own because they've been in separation, so they're fine. We have the twin flames separated and communicating despite the boundaries thrown up and the locking horns, they're still loyal to each other and they're dealing with each other in a kind way. And we find the twin flames in union being playful about it and like, okay, it is what it is. You know, we're going to get through this just fine. So a lot of energy here, guys. A lot of energy. Let's see what the mantra is for today. Well, there you go. Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. And that's what it feels like today. So there is some stress and strife abounding for sure. And we do feel everyone stepping into their own power. But what I like about it is that you guys are being kind. You're being kind to each other and you're stepping into your own power and you're being respectful of where everybody else is. You know, you're demonstrating love while also honoring yourself. So I look forward to the comments for today. Yeah. As this day plays out, please write me and let me know how this day plays out because this is all very interesting for sure. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow.